EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to the place where it all began. They've been playing golf here since the 15th century on the old course at St. Andrews. Rich Lerner up in the tower, pleased to be joined as always by Frank Novelo. And Frank, we cannot talk about the old course without talking about bunkers. 112 of them in all. We know they can derail around. So what's the key to avoiding them?
You just mentioned it, really avoid those bunkers. They're beautifully positioned. You know, if they're downwind, you'd be surprised. The ball can run 60 or 70 yards. So you might be wondering why that bunker's down there, and then all of a sudden you find it. So just keep your eyes open. But yeah, hey, it's a beautiful walk, and that's really the way golf was invented and should be played, especially at St. Andrews.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Nota Begay is walking the course, looking at this birdie putt.
And this doesn't look too complicated at all. I don't think he needs to give away the hole. This is pretty straight on.
Oh, yes. Very impressive right there. And that goes down for a birdie. Up next here at St. Andrews, the 370-yard par 4 third. Best to drive it left center to avoid a cluster of bunkers down the right side of the fairway. The real challenge comes on the approach with Cartgate Bunker coming into play.
Nice approach shot, and the other good thing about that, left it below the hole.
A look here at birdie.
And he's got to be happy where this ball went up. Just slightly uphill, looks almost dead straight.
Oh, good putt right there. His second birdie in these opening 3 holes as he gets it to 2 under par. One of the really beautiful aspects of playing links golf is you're oftentimes aiming at something so far off in the distance. Maybe it's a church steeple, or in this case, maybe it's a little left of the flag at number 11, and we're playing the 7th hole. The key, you want to avoid that shell bunker, which is short of the putting surface.
Oh, this is an electric start. Already we're seeing birdies galore, and another great iron shot setting up another.
If only they could all be that short. Very well played there, and it results in an easy birdie. Bunkers, bunkers, and more bunkers. So this hole's only 347 yards as we close out this front side with the par 4 9th. They're called Bose's and end hole bunkers, and they're right in the middle of the fairway. So it's all about the tee shot, putting it in a good spot. If you do, you're walking out of here with a 3, or you could knock it on and maybe bump one in, putt one in for an eagle.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
So from the rough, his second at 9.
This is why so many players today favor distance. Good tee shot down there, nice and close to the green. Even though it's coming out of the rough, excellent chance for a birdie.
Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur. Obviously, 1930 was his Grand Slam year. Retired, by the way, at the age of 28. And then founded and built with Alistair McKenzie Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson as you play this 340-yard par 4 10th. All right, in the fairway.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check, well done.
Okay, he is making him look routine at this point. Another birdie, and it moves him to 5 under par. Here we are now at one of the very best short par 4s in golf, 316-yard 12th. Hidden bunkers lurking all over the fairway. So the safe move is to go with a long iron down the left side, leaving a short approach. Oh, this looks really good. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4, in 1. Speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Okay, so that's why you take out the big stick and try to drive this par 4 after a good lag putt. It means that's no more than a tap-in birdie. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your 3rd shot to 14.
Frank, there's a perfect example of the difference in the way the game is played in Scotland and the way it's played in the United States. In the U.S., in the air, you fly the ball to the whole location. Here, you play that baby right on the ground. That was well done.
Yeah, the biggest problem is when is the ball going to stop? That's what you have to judge.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. Okay, he'll finish that off from a couple of feet away, and that is a birdie. We arrive here at the 414-yard par 415. Drive here should be aimed at that church steeple in the distance, positioned between 2 prominent humps down the road just a bit. This one's looking good.
Oh, nothing wrong with that iron shot. It's a good one. Just a little short, little right, but still a very good place to putt from.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration there, and it's in for a birdie. 16th hole is a par 4 here at the old course, Frank, with another one of those sort of funky features.
Yes, a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose, plus that out of bounds on the right. So really err on the side of caution, avoiding both the out of bounds and the Principal's Nose. Nothing wrong with going a little bit left here, but the further left you go, then it makes that second shot that much harder because you'll have to bring it across that little pot bunker in the front called the Wig.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. Frank, the 18th hole at the old course, when you stand on the tee, it doesn't look like much. But when you begin to factor in all the history, all the greats who have played, well, then it is quite the hole.
It certainly is. Remember the great putts like Constantina Rocca making it from the front to try and get in a playoff with John Daly, Jack Nicklaus driving the green. It's all been made possible by the ambitious player here. You've got to swing it across the Swilken Burn, out of bounds on the right and beyond the screen, but it is reachable. But the mere mortals, they'll aim a little left. They'll aim at the clock face on the R&A building.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Iona, a second coming up.
Well, it was an impressive effort off the tee, but here we are in the Valley of Sin, a piece of land that's fraught with enough history to earn its own biblical surname.
Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that, wow, a 10 under 62. That was a great round of golf right there. Well, that about wraps things up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Enjoyed it, Frank.
Certainly did, Rich. Once again, the golf course provided more than a stern test.
And for the entire team, I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.